All right, man, we got the end of the season coming up, and we are currently 10-2, second in the NFL. And right now, it's looking like we're finna end up getting the first seed, as we just been having such a dominant season. And now, coming into week 14, we're looking to continue our dominance against the Commanders, as last time we played them, it wasn't pretty. And with me currently having a season like this heading into week 14, ain't no way Emmanuel Forbes could say anything to me, because he tried that last time we played, and y'all remember what happened. And now, heading into this game against him in our second time playing him, I'm looking to dominate as I've been doing all season. Now, I will say, we struggle sometimes in the red zone, which results in us having to take field goals, because we just can't find the end zone when we're in the red zone like this. But one thing we are good at as a team is being able to get big plays like this. Caleb throwing that ball over the top. And as y'all can see, Emmanuel Forbes ain't even the one guarding me this time. But it don't matter. It's a tud. Defense ended up getting a stop, which is going to give us a chance to go ahead and try to take the lead here, but he tried to throw this corner route to me, and DeForest played my route perfectly. He was in a zone, and he baited that boy. Now we're down 10 points at the beginning of the fourth quarter. We got to find a way to score here, and I beat my man off the press, but not only I did, Emeka Egbuka did too, and he got the tug. And now, only down 3 points, we find ourselves on 3rd and 11. I'm wide open, and he just overthrows it completely. Now we got to give him the ball back. But man, just look at the defense. I get open again on the post right in the middle of the field. He throws me that ball, and I end up getting face masked. Give us some yards. Caleb tried to force his ball into me on this play, and he almost ended up throwing another pick. I ran the comeback route. I don't think he expected that player to just jump up there and swat it down like that. Now 3rd and 3, running the slant. He throws his ball right to me. I'm making the catch while taking the hit. 3rd down once again, 3rd and 10. He tries to get this to Egbuka, but he's not able to get it there. That DB made a great play on the ball. Now, luckily, due to how great our defense is, we end up getting the ball back on their side of the field after taking that field goal. So now, we just take the time down and kick a field goal. Other than that pick Caleb threw, he had a pretty good game and almost 400 yards. In this game, I went crazy, but I gotta acknowledge that boy K Stovar, because he went crazy too. But now, heading into week 15, playing against the Eagles for our first time of the season, and to be honest, they're not having a good season. And in these last couple games, we literally played them 2 times in these last couple weeks. So we got to handle business. Now, even though this team is having a pretty tough time winning games this season, and they probably won't make the playoffs, it's still a team that we got to make sure we lock in against. And we know they got a couple good playmakers on their defense, but on this play, that didn't matter. I was able to get over the top of the safety, and that boy put that ball on the money for this touchdown. Nasty. Their offense was able to get up the field, but couldn't score a touchdown, so they ended up with 3 points. And us, we got to go ahead and score a touchdown to take the lead. I'm 2nd and 10. I'm supposed to run straight up, but instead, I decided to sit in the middle just so Caleb could have somebody to throw the ball to in case he ain't have nobody to throw the ball to, so we pick up the 1st down. We're having a pretty decent drive right now, but we ran this play action, and Caleb just felt the need to just throw this ball up, try to force it to Egbuka, and it was just picked off. Just not a smart pass at all. But luckily, our defense is just elite. And here, Caleb basically does the exact same thing he did last drive, but luckily, it wasn't picked off. On this play on 3rd and 10, the Eagles are playing some pretty decent defense, and Caleb tried to take it himself and get the 1st down, but he ended up getting stopped 1 yard short. But then we end up converting on 4th and 1 as the tight end was sitting there wide open, picking up the 1st. We only got 10 seconds left here in the 2nd quarter, and he's going to go ahead and take the check down. There's no point in trying to force the ball in and try to score. We're probably going to take a field goal. Now, to be honest, coming into this game, I did not expect the Eagles to still be in this game with us, and actually their defense has been playing pretty well. We only got 10 points. But not only that, they got Caleb Williams looking like he don't know what he's doing back there. Play action running left, and he tried to throw that ball, try to fit it into Egbuka, but it almost got picked off. And then the pass rush off the edge ended up creating some pressure, and he had to throw a check down, which is forcing us to have to kick another field goal. Our defense got the stop, so now we got a chance to make this a 2-possession game. I'm supposed to run a crossing route, but I ran back to the left because I knew he was going to scramble out to the left side because he does that a lot, and I ended up picking up the 1st down and more. And now I'm feeling it. I told that boy Caleb just go ahead and throw it up to me off this streak, and that DB, he was not fast enough to keep up with me at all, and that's a touchdown. Now this is really crazy. The Eagles aren't backing down at all. They end up responding with a touchdown of their own. Then on the defensive end, they're still applying that pressure, end up sacking Caleb Williams. But then on 3rd and 20, someone who really hasn't been getting the ball that often this year, Jalen Hyatt, makes a big play to pick up this 1st down. Now, I don't know what's getting into Caleb, but for some reason, he just been trying to force that up to Egbuka all game. I mean, he's just not throwing it correctly, and there's 2 defenders around there. That's incomplete. And now we find ourselves on 3rd and 1. He tried to throw the slant, but he threw a little bit too low. The receiver was not able to make the catch. And now on 4th and 1, I end up getting open on this slant, but instead he threw it to the other side and it's incomplete. They got a chance to go ahead and take the lead. And with that opportunity, they did absolutely nothing with the ball. They gave us the ball right back, and now all we gotta do is run this clock up. But Blake Corum, he wanted to score a touch, so he did. Alright, man, first time playing the Eagles, Caleb definitely could have had a better game, but at least we came out with the win. He had a lot of yards, but efficiency-wise, wasn't that good. And at this point, it's just not fair. I put up stats like this almost every week. But now, heading into week 16, I have broken the receiving yard record for a single season. And with a couple more games to go, I'm looking to blow this out the water. And now, we're playing against the Cardinals, who instead of having Kyler Murray, they now have Tua Tagovailoa for some reason on the team. We're going to see how that goes, though. Now, just from looking at this team, there's no one on this team who can hold me at all. I mean, the only good player on their defense is really Budda Baker, so I should have a field day. But not only should I have a field day, Caleb should also. Here, he decided to go ahead and take it himself to score a touchdown on his feet. Defense got the stop. We're on their side of the field. I'm running a drag route, completing this catch with 2 people on me, both getting hits on me. Then on 3rd down, with Budda Baker guarding me in the slot, I was able to make this catch while he was on my back. Give me that tug. (14-3), and after taking a sack, it's 2nd and 15. I'm running the end route, and he overthrew this completely, and it almost ended up getting picked off. Luckily, it didn't. But then on 3rd and 15, he threw a dot to the tight end in the seams, and when we thought he caught that, Budda Baker was right behind him and forced him to drop the ball. After having to punt the ball, the defense was still able to get a stop as they always do. He ran left, threw that ball right, and still got that ball to me, picking up a big gain. And now we made it all the way to the 1-yard line, and Blake Corum is going to go ahead and run this ball in for the touchdown. Now we're up 21-10 in the 3rd quarter, and we got to go ahead and score so that they start losing hope because they're not finna win. But just when we thought we was having a pretty good drive, I'm running a cross route. I thought I was going to pick up this 1st down, but instead I ended up getting tackled right before it, 2 yards short. But luckily, we got one of the best defenses in the league. We got the ball right back on their side of the field, running a drag route, getting wide open too fast, and I'm getting in there for the tug. Just as we thought, they wouldn't be able to keep up with us offensively. They completed the same amount of passes, but Caleb was way more efficient. And me, 10 catches, 142 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Dominating. Alright, now for a little update on Saquon's injury, he'll be back in our first playoff game. And our first playoff game will be the divisional round because we have clinched the #1 seed in the NFC. And with that being said, to be honest, we probably shouldn't be playing against the Eagles with our starters, but we wanted to go ahead and just, sweep them in the series real quick, because why not? Now, obviously, with 2 games left, we shouldn't really be playing these. We already clinched #1, but beating division rivals always feel good. And not only that, we're not even going to be playing the entire game. We'll probably just end up playing the first half, maybe even to the 3rd quarter, but we're not going to play the whole game. But while I'm here, you already know we got to make some plays, drag route. Nobody's even behind me. Easy 1st down, using my speed, picking up big gain. He's trying to truck him, but he made a great tackle. And then on 1st and 10, we ran an RPO. He threw it to me, and I ended up juking the mess out of that cornerback. And he's lucky that his safety friend was there to help him before I got that tug. I ended up sitting out for this play, but Blake Corum was able to get in there and score a touchdown, extending the lead. And just as we expected, they're playing like they're defeated completely. And here, I'm catching this post route and taking this all the way to the crib. Yeah, so after that, I decided to go ahead and sit down because there's no point of playing anymore. But, last game of the season, we're going to sit out week 18 against the Bears. Let's get ready for the playoffs. The moment we have been waiting for a while. We're finally in the NFL playoffs, and this is a lot of our first times being in the playoffs. Caleb, as well as last year, they didn't make it to the playoffs, and that's why they decided to go ahead and draft me. So we gotta go ahead and make sure we take care of business here. And just to make things better, that boy Saquon is back. And he's ready to go ahead and ball out, as in his first run, he picked up a pretty good game. Now before the game, I told Caleb, we done been in this situation in college before. We done won national championship with each other. We know the chemistry that we gotta have to get to the Super Bowl, and we know what we got to do to lock in. Now, obviously, the NCAA playoffs and NFL playoffs are different, but still, you still got to have that same mindset of go get it and go win it. And that's exactly what we look like right now. 3rd and goal, running a slant, touchdown to start off the playoffs. Let's go. Now, I'm going to tell you one thing. If the Buccaneers aren't able to keep up with us offensively and our defense is getting consistent stops, this game is going to be a blowout. We know no matter how many times they get a little stop on us, we're eventually going to break off a big play like here. As there's a flag on the field, I scored a touchdown, and it appeared that flag was actually on the DB guarding me. It was a defensive pass interference, and we'll be declining that for the touchdown. Now, remember what I said. If they can't keep up with us offensively, they're going to lose by a lot. It's the second quarter. We're 14-0, and we're 1st and goal again because they cannot get down the field. And I mean, you could tell they're out of it because what is this formation on defense that they ran? It's just an easy touchdown for me. Man, right now, it just feels good that we're up 21-0 at home, especially our first game of the playoffs. But at the same time, we got to stay leveled, stay grounded, because there's a chance that there's a lot of game left and they could come back. But right now, that's not looking like it's going to be an option, because the way we throwing that ball and getting down the field, ooh-wee. It's like no matter what we do, pass the ball, run the ball, we doing whatever we want to. Saquon running that ball up the middle, and he just gets pushed into the touchdown. We're extending the lead. Right now, we're up 28-0, and it's not looking like they put up any type of fight at all. And even though they got the 3rd down here, we already know that we're going to be able to easily get the 1st down, converting here, pick up the 1st. Man, right now, it feels so good just knowing that Saquon is just coming back from an injury. And just look at the game he's having, scoring another touchdown. And I mean, what could you expect? The offense we got, the defense we got. There's no wonder why we're going on to the conference championship. And Caleb, in his first playoff game, 16 for 21, 230, and 4 touchdowns, no picks thrown. In Saquon's first playoff game since having Daniel Jones as his quarterback, he went crazy, 130 and a touchdown, and a receiving touchdown, you can't forget about it. And then me, you know I can't disappear in a playoff game. 153 touchdowns and 10 catches, crazy. And now, we got the Cowboys in the conference championship. To be honest, we thought the 49ers would come out on top. And on the other side, the Bills and the Chiefs. Let's go ahead and get into it. It's really crazy because at the beginning of the season, the Cowboys really were struggling. But they, you know what I'm saying, they put it together, and now we're playing them in the conference. And not only that, this is their first time in the conference championship since the 90s. So we got to make sure this is their last time and that they don't make it to the Super Bowl. And with the amount of talent that both teams have here, we know it's going to end up being a very good game. It's going to be about who got the will and the fight to win. And now we done made an order to the goal line. I'm catching this slant to tie up the game. So far, it's looking like it's going to be a high-scoring back-and-forth type of game as they scored, and now we got to go ahead and return the favor and score again. We got to keep this going, because if we stop, they not. With time coming down, we're trying to score with the least amount of time possible. I'm picking up this 1st down, getting tackled. And now, run this ball in with Saquon, and he's getting in that touchdown to tie the game up. Coming out to the second half, they messed up. They only ended up getting 3 points. And here, Ibuka's running a streak, caught the ball, using his speed, and Darren Bland cannot hold him. That's a touchdown, and we taking the lead. They end up getting another field goal. So here, we can go ahead and make this a 8-point lead as long as we score. He overthrew that a little bit, but good thing I'm 6'5" and athletic. Made the catch, picked up the 1st. So far in the playoffs, Saquon has been very successful running the ball. And here we're running the ball, and he's getting in there for another touchdown. Alright, now this is when it starts getting a little interesting. It's a tie game as they scored and got 2. It's 3 minutes left in the 4th quarter. We got to make sure we score, because if we don't, we might lose this game. Now, to be honest, one of the smartest things to do here is try to run the ball, take down a whole lot of clock, and that's what we're doing. Saquon running and getting the 1st down, getting tackled. Then, on 2nd and 7, he runs the ball again, right side stretch, picking up another 1st down. With only about a minute left in this game, we're running the ball on 2nd and 11. Saquon picks up another 1st down. We've been running the ball so well so far, so why would we not go ahead and run it again, and he gets the touchdown to take the lead. And now they got 1 minute to try to score with no timeouts. Just as we thought, the defense ended up getting a stop right when we needed it, and we going to the Super Bowl. Just a great game overall from the whole team. Caleb was 20 for 25, 302 touchdowns. Saquon 15 for 79 with 3 rushing touchdowns. And Meanie Buka led this game with receiving yards, with both with a touchdown, and Hyatt was right there to help us. And now, if you didn't see at the bottom of the screen last game at the end, the Chiefs actually ended up winning, beating the Bills once again. It's just like the Just like Josh Allen just can't get past Mahomes, but we got Mahomes in the Super Bowl. It's gonna be a big game. We have always dreamt about this since we was little kids, and it's crazy that I'm here with my boy Caleb in my rookie season. We gotta make sure we win this one, because we don't know when we'll come back. Now, you would think that a group of young people will come into the Super Bowl nervous, but us, nah, we ready to ball, and we made probably the craziest catch of the year. Got swatted, and I still made a way to catch that ball, using my speed to score our first touchdown of the Super Bowl, setting the tone. Now, coming into this game against the Chiefs with Pat Mahomes on the other side, we know that this is going to be another game where we cannot slow down. We're going to have to score every drive. And though their defense isn't amazing, they got players on that team that in the playoffs, they always make plays. But here, I can't see that because I'm scoring my second touchdown. Man, when I tell y'all all season, our defense has just been there every single time we needed them. They forced them to the field goal, and now we can go ahead and extend the lead even further. When I tell you, ever since the playoffs started, the locked-inness that we have been in has been crazy. I mean, you can see it from every single player on the team. And I mean, just look at the way Caleb is back there, all confident, just throwing dots as he hits Jalen Hyatt open in the middle of the field. He fights forward for that touchdown. All right, man, they scored, but they gave us enough time to go ahead and score before half, and that's where they messed up at. We're having a pretty good drive here trying to get up the field. Caleb throws his ball a little bit too far ahead and ended up getting swatted. Probably should have been picked off, but you know, they didn't have no awareness to what was going on. They actually ended up stopping us before half, which is the first time we didn't score on a drive. And now on 3rd and 9 in the third quarter, we're picking up this first down. Jalen Hyatt making a great catch while taking the hit. 1st and 10, they're running the zone, and they got me on a streak just to get this deep corner out of the way so Jalen Hyatt could run this crossing route, get wide open, and pick up a big gain. Now on 2nd and goal, we probably should have run the ball here, but instead we did a passing play. I'm running a drag where he threw me the ball. I had to run backwards to try to fight to get back to the 1-yard line. And now on 3rd and goal, we just need 1 yard to get the touchdown, but they D-line was all over that. Stopped Saquon in his tracks, and we actually lost a yard. So we're going to be smart here and take the field goal. Well, at least that's what I thought we was going to do, but instead, special teams decided to go for it, faking a kick, and it just didn't work at all, obviously. And so now, instead of being tied up 24-24, we're down 3 points. We're playing catch up now, and I almost got this first down, but I ended up falling 1 yard short. We got to go for it. And then on 4th and 1, we thought this was going to work, but it did not. They ended up sending people off the edge, and the run got stuffed. Bad business. But just remember what I said. The defense is always there for us. Instead of allowing a touchdown, they only allowed a field goal, so we still have a chance to win. 1st and 10, I'm running the end route to pick up this first down. He throws that ball to me perfectly in between them zones, and I'm picking up the first down. And now this time on 1st down, he's hitting Cade Stover, who ends up picking up the first down, trying to break tackles, fighting forward for even more yards. And now, 1st and 10, I'm running the drag where he threw me the ball. I'm making a catch while taking a hit to get us to the 1 yard line. 3rd and goal, no timeouts left, a touchdown to get us the lead. And here, running a slant, he throws me the ball to go ahead and get this touchdown to basically win the game. And I said basically because the Chiefs could have had a chance to go and get down the field, but there was not enough time. Now in victory formation, we win the Super Bowl. Crazy. In our first Super Bowl game, we all go crazy, and you cannot deny by these stats that we not only just nice now, since we all young, we're gonna be a force to be reckoned with for years to come. And as y'all can see, my boy Caleb ended up winning Super Bowl MVP. I won Offensive Player of the Year and Offensive Rookie. Y'all can see the rest of the awards. Now, to be honest with you, I feel like Caleb should have won MVP. Just look at the stats he put up. I mean, he was the only quarterback this season to have 5,000 passing yards. On the bright side, that boy Ibuka had 1,000 yards this season. And as for everybody else on the team, they all had very good stats as well. Everybody contributed. And I especially want to give a special shout out to the defense. I mean, them boys couldn't do nothing without them. They was making big plays all year, getting big stops when we needed them. They the real MVPs. And lastly, I had almost 2,300 yards and 25 touchdowns. And it's just crazy to see that already in my rookie season, my name is number 1 in receiving yards and receiving touchdowns in a single season. So far, my journey to become the greatest receiver of all time at all levels is already starting off well here in the NFL. And you know, it really hit different when you doing this with somebody that you won a national championship with in college. I mean, this means something to me, man.